Hi, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 495. We're 5 away from 500. It is so crazy. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know where you're from. If you have any questions, what you're working on tonight, if you're crafting, would love to hear any of that information. And if you end up watching the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello and ask any questions you might have. I get notifications from everybody who watches the recorded version as well, so we can continue the conversation anytime. Hi, Kathy from Wisconsin. Hi, Joe and Jens, Thea, Christine, Diane. Thanks for joining live, everybody. I was really tempted to go to the beach tonight for the podcast. And then, hi, Dee Dee from Orlando. Hi, Sandra from Mississippi. Hi, Jill and Barbara, Terry. Thanks for joining live, everyone. Good evening. So I was thinking about going to, wait a second. Hi, Migdalia and Pamela and Lucy. Thanks for joining live. My desk is so full tonight. I'll tell you why in a few minutes. Hi, Judy. Thanks for joining live. Do I have an extra table in here? I thought I did. I guess I don't. Anyway. Hi, Gay and Sunshine and Migdalia from New York and Carol and Josie. Thanks for joining live, everybody. Good evening and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 495 and we're here live in Southwest Florida in my studio. I was really tempted to go to the beach tonight for the sunset, even though our service has been spotty down at the beach. But good thing I checked to see what time sunset was. Thanks for sharing the podcast, Deborah. That's awesome. Anytime you can share any of my videos, it helps me reach a bigger audience. So I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Hi, Kim. So I checked the time of the sunset on my phone. It said 7:06. That was not going to work very well for a 30-minute podcast that starts at 7. We'd have been pitch dark long before the podcast was over. So I didn't think that was such a good idea. So we're here in my studio and I wasn't really planning to record in here, which is why my desk looks so full right now. I'm putting together care packages for a woman's shelter right now. Some of you may be familiar with my charity, Project Kristin Cares. Let's see, I'll wait a second. There's a bunch of, hi from Puerto Rico. Oh, someone just received their 80-stitch dictionary in the mail. Wonderful, that's great. Do I have one here handy to show? That would be convenient, wouldn't it? Probably not. I've got stacks of stuff on my desk. So anyway, what I wanted to mention was that I have a charity called Project Kristin Cares, and it's a charity where I take a portion of all of the sales of all of my books and yarns and products, and I donate a portion of those sales to help survivors of domestic violence. I myself am personally a survivor of domestic violence, and I feel like it is a charity and a cause that is often overlooked because it's considered a dirty secret and something that people sweep under the rug so much. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men will be a victim of domestic violence in their lifetime, and those numbers skyrocket in the gay and lesbian community, and I find that it's very comforting to me as a survivor to do things to give back, and one of the ways I can is by donating a portion of my sales to help other people, and I do that in a number of ways. Sometimes I find a person individually that needs help, and it could be anything from helping getting them set up somewhere or any number of things, but in general I like to donate products that I think are very helpful for survivors, and I have a blog post. I'll link to it in the video description, because if you are interested in donating to your shelters, there is a list of products that are very helpful and useful in shelters, and we can talk about that as well. So things like prepaid phone cards, prepaid phones, things that are temporary, gift cards, any kind of body products. Wrapture is something that I donate a lot because it's something that you can use in a sink if you don't have access to a washing machine and dryer. I often donate my laundry bags for the same reason, because I feel like when you're on the go, you probably have to mix and match all of your laundry in one load if you're in a laundromat, and for that reason, a woman's lingerie should go in the laundry bag, even if it has to go in the same washing machine with towels and sheets and her kids' clothes. So I think about all of those things when I do my donations. I also donate lots and lots of Create, Share, Inspire notebooks because I feel like, yeah, Dee Dee, I'll put a link to the blog post on later, but you could also, search for it on my website. If you go to the blog and search for donation or something like that, the blog post will come up. But what I like to do is donate things that I think are really useful. So, things like Create, Share, Inspire notebooks, pen sets. I also like to donate my coloring books and crayons for the kids, because I feel like there's a lot, especially when someone's in a shelter and they have kids to keep entertained as well, in order to have that downtime to really try to relax and figure out what your next steps are in life. It's a good thing to keep your kids occupied too. So coloring books are a way that I think is a good combination donation with the Create, Share, Inspire notebooks. I do coloring books with it. What else is here? I guess that's it for right now for the donation stuff. I also have some books here that I'm doing something else with. Let's see. Yeah, Jill, Wrapture is a wonderful donation for shelters. That's for sure. Yeah, I see a lot of people saying that you're survivors of domestic violence. Good for you. Wonderful. So proud of you. Proud of everybody, but proud of the domestic violence survivors. Those of you that are familiar with it know how difficult it is to leave and get back on your feet. So kudos to all of you. Thanks, Thea. Yeah, and there's lots of other things. So like lingerie is something, outfits, a good thing to donate is clothing for interviews or things that people need for job interviews, real important stuff. So even nail polish and makeup, those things can often be overlooked when people are giving donations and doing charity work. And when someone's trying to get back on their feet and trying to get a job, think in terms of the things that they would need for job interviews and things like that as well. It's really interesting. So anyway, I'll post a link to in the video description for that list as well. But also just know that as a customer of my brand, every time you buy yarn and books from me, you're helping me help survivors. So you're also doing your part just by shopping with a brand who believes, how do I say that? It's a long day. You know what I mean? So just by shopping with my brand, you're also donating because a portion of your sales are being allocated to my charity. So thank you all for all of your help over the years, because it's thanks to you that I'm able to help other people. Diane knits hats that are going to a mission. That's wonderful. There's so many ways to be charitable, especially as a crafter. There's so many things that you can make for people. That's awesome. That's wonderful. Thanks, Josie. God bless you too. Thanks, Deborah. All right, so I posted a little tease today on Facebook saying that it is official. My 18th book has been named, and I booked the ISBN number. I can't remember what ISBN number stands for, International Book Number of some kind, but it is the official number that every book needs in order to get published with the Library of Man, it's a long day. Library of Congress. And so every book that you see in the store, they all have this ISBN number on the back. And so now that I have created my ISBN number, the title is official, so I can now share with you what my next book is going to be called. I did give a couple of hints last week. I said it was going to be all crochet, and I said that there were going to be more than 4 dozen projects in the book. So before I name it, does anybody want to make any guesses? May as well draw it out and make it fun. Oh, and if anybody is enjoying the podcast, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click the notification bell so you can always be notified when I go live. And like someone else did tonight, if you want to share this with your friends, I would really appreciate all the help I can get. Okay, so I don't see too many guesses coming through, and that's fine. So a number that's more than 4 dozen would be 52. 52 is the number of weeks in a year. So the name of the book is 52 Crochet Gifts. And the concept of the book is to make quick and easy projects that you could make a gift every week of the year. Not one project in the book is going to take more than a week. It shouldn't take more than a couple of days. Some of them are going to be really small, some of them not as small, but nothing will take more than a couple of days to make. So isn't that going to be fun? So no excuse for not giving handmade gifts all year long. Not whether you have a last minute opportunity that comes up or something that you've thought of, that you've been thinking about for a while. I'm going to have projects that you can keep for yourself or give as gifts, but they're going to be quick and easy and can be done in less than a week. So how fun is that going to be? 52 Crochet Gifts is the name of the book, and it's going to be set up in 5 chapters, which I haven't done chapters in a while. Or have I? Maybe I have. Anyway, so there's going to be head, neck, hands, bags, and home. Yeah. Head, neck, hands, bags, and home. Those will be the 5 chapters. And so every gift will fall into one of those 5 chapters. And there'll be a total of 52. Yay, it's going to be so much fun. And so the concept will be, we're going to do it the same way we did Layers Knit and Layers Crochet, where I'm going to announce the pre-order soon. And when I do, you'll get a couple of patterns in the first first digital copy. And each week I'll be sending you the updated link with new patterns. So there'll be surprises every week. I'm shooting for 2 patterns a week is what I think I'm going to release. So then every week 2 more patterns will be released until the whole book is released. That's the gist of it anyway. So probably next week or so I will be launching the pre-order, and when it's in pre-order, there's going to be 2 things. If you order the pre-order of the book, the pre-order of the ebook, you'll get $5 off the ebook. And then when the book goes to print, you'll also get a coupon to get $7 off of that book. So you get a $12 savings by, potentially by doing the pre-order. And everybody had so much fun doing it anyway. So then it'll be $14.99 for the pre-order of the book, of the ebook. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. So it'll be $14.99 for the pre-order ebook, which as soon as it's done will then go back to the full retail price of $19.99 for the ebook. And then the print book, the paperback, will be $28.99, but you'll get a $7 coupon if you joined the pre-order to bring it down to $21.99. So it's going to be super fun, and we'll get to talk about them all the time. And as I'm sure you're aware of, even in small projects, I'm going to show you how to style things in multiple ways. And I'm so excited about that because normally I do that in larger projects. So it's going to be fun to do some smaller things and still show you how to style things differently. I am also going to do some jewelry, and I'm so excited to show you my jewelry ideas and just all sorts of fun stuff. I think you're going to love it. There's going to be written instructions as well as charts. And as I release the patterns, we'll do some video tutorials for tips and tricks as well. And we still have the podcast too, so we can always talk about the projects here, and we can talk about them in the Create, Share, Inspire group on Facebook. All sorts of good stuff. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for the God bless yous, everybody. I appreciate it. Hi, Marcia. Good evening. Thanks everybody for joining live. Whew, does anybody have any questions? I feel like I just went brrr. No, the book won't be released by Christmas, Christine. I mean, any of the projects that are released before Christmas, you could absolutely use for Christmas presents, but the entire book won't be released by Christmas. It's not a Christmas-themed book. The book is themed as giving gifts any time of the year, which is great because they all make great Christmas gifts. And Christmas gifts should be gifts that you can use throughout the year too. But the concept is more of gifts that you can give at any time. So you can definitely use them for Christmas gifts for sure. But the finished book probably won't be completely released by Christmas. What is it now? October? Yeah, that's only 8 weeks. Not likely. Close, but not likely. Does anybody have any other questions? Good question. Hi, Holly from Central California. And it should start coming out, you'll start seeing them, you'll start seeing the patterns probably by next week. So there'll be plenty of time to make a bunch of them by Christmas if that's what you want to do. Someone asked if this is the Summer Love and Vest. It is. This is the Summer Love and Vest, and I have it, I'm wearing it in colorway Celestial Blue Mist in Be So Fine yarn. And you can find the free pattern page on my website, or you can get an ad-free PDF for $1.99. And both versions of the pattern has written instructions for lots of sizes as well as charts. And I will work on a video tutorial for it eventually too, just not at the moment, but eventually I will do a video tutorial for it as well. Thanks, Gay. I love it. Holly, this is Be So Fine yarn. It's 100% bamboo. Hi, Linda from upstate New York. I'll wait and see if anyone else has questions. I'm also trying to hide a bunch of projects here for the book. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projects for the book on my desk right now. Got a couple hidden back here too. Oh, I know. There was something else I was going to ask you guys to choose tonight. I'm making an evening clutch bag for the book, and it's going to be done in Be So Fresh linen yarn in colorway black. It's in the black colorway. What's it called? Night. And I want to use a handkerchief for the lining of it, and so I have 3 colors for you to choose from, and I want to see what everybody would like to choose for the lining of the black evening clutch. So we've got traditional bandana, we've got lumberjack bandana, and leopard print bandana. So what do you guys think? I think any one of them would be cute in an evening clutch that's black. Ooh, lots of people saying leopard. So far it's unanimous for leopard. Yes, there's a dream catcher behind me. So it's the traditional bandana, the lumberjack or whatever that is, and then leopard. I see 2 people said traditional and everyone else has said leopard. I love seeing all the comments though. I was originally just going to the store to pick up the traditional one, and then I saw the other 2 and grabbed them at the last minute. I think any one of them will be cute. Any one of them will be a surprising pop of color inside a black clutch. Yep, Janet, I agree. The lumberjack would be less formal, but it would also be just unusual too. And I just thought it would be a surprising pop of color inside. So that's what made me pick it up. Sometimes it's fun to be funky too, right? I'm guessing meow meant the leopard. That's cute. Yeah, I see overwhelming comments for leopard. Quite a few for the traditional and 0 for the lumberjack. I'm the only one that saw a vision with the lumberjack print, I guess. That's okay. That's all right. Oh, Lisa, you arrived late and you still knew which one to pick. So Lisa probably doesn't know what we're talking about. I was talking about, I'm working on a clutch for an evening clutch for the next book, and I picked up 3 bandanas today for lining material for the purse, and I thought it would be fun to ask all of you. Oh, Naomi's wanting to know what we're talking about too. Great. So for the new book, one of the projects that I'm working on right now is an evening clutch that's black. It's done in Be So Fresh linen yarn in colorway Night, which is the solid black, and I thought it'd be super fun to pick up a bandana. It would be super fun to pick up a bandana and use that as the liner inside the bag. So I went today to pick up a traditional black bandana, and while I was there looking at the wall of bandanas, I grabbed the leopard print and the lumberjack, and so I'm asking everyone here, which of these 3 would you choose? All right, Naomi's up to speed. She says leopard. I think Lisa did too. Yeah, so it looks like yeah, so fun. I love when we have a chance to do stuff like this because I can't always show whole projects before they come out, but this is a way to give you sneak peeks without giving the project away and still getting to talk about them. So I hope you enjoy this. I do too. Does anybody have any other questions? I forget what else I was going to talk about. What else was I going to tell you about? Been a very busy day. Yeah, this one would match my leopard dress. I wondered if I could wear this as a headband at the gym. Probably not. Yeah, it's a small bag, so this might be a large print. You're right. I get it. I'm going to be releasing a new promotion on patterns this week too. I'll probably announce the promotion tomorrow. Yeah, I don't have the whole thought solidified at the moment. So tomorrow I'll be releasing a new promotion for patterns. Yeah, lumberjack would be cute with denim. Yep. So tomorrow morning on the podcast, I'll be talking about a new promotion. It's going to be super fun. Yeah, Kim, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I think it's fun to allow you guys to create with me. Absolutely. Hi, Renee. Jens, no, I don't have a bundle set for all of the stitch tutorials. No. Is the new book on crochet patterns? Yes. If you want to watch the whole podcast, if you're just starting now, if you want to watch the rest of the podcast, I did go over what the brand new book is going to be about. It's called 52 Crochet Gifts, and it's going to have projects that you can make in under a week, and you can make handmade gifts any week of the year. So great for last minute gifts or gifts at any time of the year, including holiday. But it's going to be called 50 Crochet Gifts. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. And I will be releasing the ebook next week, and we'll be doing it in that super fun pre-order style like we did Layers Crochet and Layers Knit. So I have a lot more information about it next week. In the meantime, just sharing the name tonight and talking about one of the projects. And we talked about my charity project, Kristin Cares, tonight. So if you want to go back to the beginning of the podcast, you can learn about that as well. I also, what else? What else did we talk about tonight? I don't know. But if you enjoy the podcast, please give it a thumbs up, click the like button, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification button so you can always be notified when I'm live or when I have new videos. And if you click that bell notification button and you're still not getting notified, you'll need to check the YouTube app on your device that you're watching on, whether you watch on your phone or a tablet. You'll want to check that device to make sure that you have notifications set on for the YouTube app there. It's a two-part process to get notifications set up. Let's see, I thought that I had, let me see if I have this other book with me. I was planning on doing the podcast at the beach tonight, but with the sunset being so early, decided to do it in my office, and my office is all set up for doing charity work, so I wasn't prepared. All right, let me grab a book. I'll be right back. Oh, and this is the other book that we were talking about earlier. This is a new little, what would you call this? A little handy reference guide to keep in your project bag or to keep handy when you're crocheting. It has 88 crochet stitches listed out in chart form, so you have a quick reference to know what the different symbols mean. And then all 88 of the stitches is written out in long form, glossary style in the back. So it's a wonderful reference. You can order the paperback on my Amazon, on Amazon for $7.99, and it's available all over the world. You can download a digital copy on my website for $3.99, or if you sign up for my mailing list, you get the digital copy for free. If you want the digital copy through my mailing list, that's great, or you want to buy it, that's fine too. But it's kind of nice to have both of them as well, because having the digital is great to keep on your devices. But what about when you want to do some Zen knitting or some Zen crocheting and you don't want to be attached to a device? It's really wonderful to have this handy reference offline so that you're not having to scroll through stuff on electronics. I know I like to do things old school without electronics sometimes, so having this tiny little book as a handy reference is wonderful as well. So having both is fine. Going to grab a quote from Create, Share, Inspire Notebook, Volume 1, Issue 6 tonight. Oh, I love this one. This is an African proverb. The river will swell with the contribution of small streams. Really talks about all that we talk about taking baby steps, right? Every little bit counts, and this applies so much to crafting, right? No matter what level you work, what level of crocheter or knitter you are right now, every time you watch a tutorial video, every time you practice your stitches, every time you finish a project, you are growing as a crafter. And so every time you make those little baby steps, it contributes to the whole. So let's read that one more time. I love Proverbs. This is an old African proverb. The river will swell with the contributions of small streams. Every little bit adds to the whole. So if you think that you're not where you want to be as a crocheter or a knitter, don't worry about it. Every little bit counts. Go watch a tutorial video. Go read a pattern. Go watch a tutorial video on how to read a pattern or how to read charts. Go practice your stitches. Go finish a project. Go start a project. It doesn't matter. Every little bit counts. Every little bit pushes you towards being a more experienced crafter. And try not to ever compare yourself to other people either. It's your journey. It's your unique journey. And if you are having fun, that is all that matters. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes with me. I hope you enjoyed the show and tell, chatting, all the other stuff we talked about tonight. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.